Hello students, so since we have finished the chapter or the poem after Blenheim, so today let us do some new extracts and exercises, okay? Okay, so as you all know, extract is given and then you have to look into the extract and then you have to answer the questions, okay? So the extract here is, and then the old man shook his head who fell in the great victory. Okay, so question number one, who was the old man? Who else were with him? Who were they? Caspar was the old man. His grandchildren, Peterkin and Wilhelmine, were with him. They were sitting in the sun before their cottage door. Question number two. Why did the old man shake his head? Who found the skull? Answer. Caspar shook his head with a sigh to reflect his disappointment at the war that took place years ago only to devour innocent lives. Peterkin brought the skull of the poor fellow. Question number three. Where was the skull found? Why does the speaker say that the skull was of some poor fellow? Answer. The skull was found beside the small stream where Peterkin was playing. The skull belonged to one of the many innocent people who lost their lives in the tragic war. The poor fellow became a victim of the war. Next question. How common were the skulls there? At which place many of them could be found? Answer. The skulls were a common sight there. Many of them could be found in the garden or in the field that Caspar used to plough. Okay, so now the last question for the extract 1. Which victory is referred to in the extract? Who was responsible for the victory? Answer. The victory of England in the War of the Spanish Succession is referred to here. Duke of Marlborough and Savoy's Prince Eugene were responsible for this victory. So the second extract is from the fifth stanza, that starts from now tell us what it was all about till and what they fought each other for. Okay, so the first question from extract 2. Which topic is being discussed in the extract? Who were Peterkin and Wilhelmine? Whom was Peterkin questioning? Answer. The cause of war in which many innocent people were killed is being discussed here. Peterkin and Wilhelmine were innocent grandchildren of old Caspar. Peterkin was questioning his grandfather, Caspar. Question number 2. In the context of the poem, what special significance do the adjectives young and little have? Answer. The adjectives young and little are important to highlight the innocence and purity of Peterkin and Wilhelmine. It is through their innocence that the poet has condemned the war. Next question. Question number 3. What is meant by wonder-waiting eyes? Which figure of speech is used here? Why did Wilhelmine look up with such eyes? Answer. Wonder-waiting eyes is used for Wilhelmine, who was expecting to know the cause of the war from her grandfather. The figure of speech used here is alliteration. Wilhelmine looked up with such eyes because she could not comprehend the cause of the war. It filled her with wonder. She anticipated to get a favorable answer from Caspar. Question number 4. Who fought the battle? Was Peterkin given a satisfactory reply? What does the reply show about a common man's attitude towards war? Answer. The battle was fought between the English and the French forces. Peterkin was not given a satisfactory reply, as Caspar did not know the cause of the war, but still referred to the victory as great. It shows about a common man's ignorance and complacency about the cause and purpose of war. Okay, so the last question for the extract. Question number 5. Give a brief character sketch of Caspar. Answer. Caspar was a farmer. He was a loving grandfather as he spent time with his grandchildren and tried to answer their queries. Caspar was an old man who was disappointed with the outcome of the war. However, he was complacent about the cause of war and had accepted the loss of innocent lives as the inevitable price of victory in the war. And yes, one more thing, I've been getting questions from students, especially from class 8, that whether to copy the answers that I've been providing it to you all, whether to copy it down in your workbooks or not. So I would like to tell you that please copy it down, okay, but please copy it with a pencil, okay, write it down with a pencil and not with a pen, okay.